Before this episode starts, I do just want to say I am sorry for the audio on my end. When I was talking, I was very up close to the mic and I couldn't hear myself, so I didn't know if it was peaking or not. I did try to turn the volume down. And I did successfully turn the volume down, but there was some parts where you can't understand what I'm saying, or there's just some parts where it just really hurts your ears or it peaks. I am sorry about that in advance. Anyway, let's get to this episode. And we are live.
Hello.
Alright, everybody, hello. This is the first episode to Divine Fire episodes. And today we are here with Lake. Or Lo-Fi Lake. What do you call yourself? Like what's your main name?
Lake. I just go
Lake?
by Lake. There's
Alright,
nothing
Lake.
different about my name, no matter
Okay.
what.
Okay. All right. So, I got like two common questions, which is again very common. But where did you get your name from? Is there anything necessarily specific about the name Lake, or is it just something you thought of randomly?
Um, my sister's name is Lainey, and sometimes my mother would mix up my name with hers if she called us both at the same time, like Luke and Lainey. So it would come out as Lake and Looney. So over time, I guess I've just thought that Lake was a nice name, and it's an I instead of an L. But yeah, that's where I got the name Lake from. Just
Ah,
basic, but I
okay.
like it.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And again, I know it's a very common question, but where did you get your inspiration for your style of music, if any? Because it's like a mix of XXXTentacion with a little bit of Juice WRLD and just jokey type songs. So, where did you get the style from? Did you just make it up on your own, or did you just kind of?
Uh, Well, I mean, I've had a lot of music that I've slowly accustomed to and taken inspiration from over time. First band I really was ever into was Nirvana, which is, heavy grunge band and everything and all that. Lots of tunes. And then I kind of shifted into System of a Down and Alice in Chains. A lot of my roots in music were heavy music and stuff, but I also listened to a lot of the more calm melodic tracks. And that's where I got the more mellow. That was where I got my range from, my vocal range. I've done covers here and there, songs where I sing out a lot, and you can kind of get the inspiration. You can get hints of where my inspiration is from that. And then more recently, I started listening to bands like Vacations and Van Sire and Joji and all that, and it's more lo-fi, indie bedroom rock shit, which is something that I really like because I've always liked making more calm music. But I've slowly made like my own version of it, and it's not just lo-fi anymore. So yeah, that's how I got my sound pretty much.
So it's really just like a mix of like a lot of different things.
Yeah, it's a mix of whatever the fuck I was liking at the time and took from it.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So, can you give us a story about your upbringing and passion for music?
I just when I was young, I used to always sing a lot. Like that was like that was my go-to. I love to sing. There were songs that I used to love, like fucking Aha or Outfield, some 80s glam rock bands, just stuff like that. And I always would sing along to those songs. So over time, I guess the singing was my first talent musically because I've always been able to sing. I don't really need autotune in my opinion. A lot of the times I can just sing without autotune on my voice, but it's kind of like a taste how it sounds. I like how it sounds, and it just corrects my shitty notes that I do make sometimes. But then I was like, hell, eight or I don't know. I can't remember exact years of my age or everything, but I know I've been playing guitar legitimately for 5 years. But when I was around a younger age, I was gifted a guitar for Christmas, a guitar and amp, and I noodled around on that, but I was never really into it to actually learn how to play it until I'd say late 2019 or late 2018, early 2019. I started legitimately learning Nirvana songs on it, how to play them, because they're simple songs. I mean, Kurt Cobain wasn't no god guitarist or anything. And I learned how to play those, and I guess I stuck to that for about 3 years, and I started learning how Metallica, because my dad was a huge Metallica fan and all that. And I guess that was when I realized my actual instrumental talent, so that's obviously carried over into the music I make now. And then, yeah, I mean, not really much more to add on to it. I just learned how to play guitar and I know how to sing. I can play bass and some keyboard, and I'm pretty good at programming shit. So Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, if it's not too personal, where did you grow up?
I grew up in North Carolina. I've always been here my whole life. I moved once when I was like an infant, but I don't even remember my old house. I do. Where I live now is where I've always lived, pretty much.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, is there any future projects or albums you're planning on making with other people, or just anything in general that you might do in the future?
Um, well, I'm not stopping anytime soon, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
yeah, I do have quite a few collaborations planned with people I've already collaborated with. I have a little group on Bandlab that I stick with typically, and you'll see them reoccur in my songs, like That Boy Frizzy, Arrow, people like that, Trey. But yeah, I make a lot of music with them, and I've made collab albums with them before. Sosa did was a joke collab album with a lot of fucked up music on it, but it was fun to make. We all had a good time just goofing off of that. But yeah, I expect a lot of more collabs with people, and I mean, I reach out to other people, and I'm like, hey man, pretty fucking cool. Let's get on a song together, man. Let me tickle your vocal cords. Let me get you on some shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, what do you think makes your music different from other people on BandLab and just doing music all around? If you have any reasons.
I'm talented. No, that's not a good answer. But a lot of people, I feel like the constant theme of people trying to copy their inspirations directly is a very popular theme on BandLab, and a lot of hell, probably maybe like 80% of people on BandLab are inspired by similar artists. So at times you just have people who have the same style, same sound, and I guess it's the popular genre in the modern day. I don't really listen to like Yeet or any of that, but
Yeah.
you have a lot of people who sound like X and Juice World, Yeet, Playboy Cardi, all that, and
Ye-
that's what I don't really make music like that. I mean, I wouldn't really know how to summarize my music that I make up correctly or properly in any sort of form of words, but I don't think that I've really heard anybody on BandLab who makes the sound that I do. Not even that my inspirations have songs that sound like mine. I mean, some, sure, I mean, I used to make pretty close songs to like Joji and shit, but now I feel like it's just more of me in the music than it is an inspiration, and I feel like that's a something that a lot of other artists need to figure out. What is their sound? What do you want to sound like? What is the true genre and sound that you have behind all the inspiration and copying you do?
Yeah, because I mean, really, the new era on like more music now is like more Yeet and Juice World, if I'm being
Hmm.
honest, because it's just I guess it's just the sound that people have brought up and I guess liked.
Hmm.
I do it myself, obviously, as
Oh
you
yeah.
listen to some of my music, but other people don't experiment with other types of music and other genres, which is what I'm trying to do currently, with some of my other tracks, which is why half of my tracks sound very bad currently. But it's something that our main artists on I'm just gonna say BandLab because that's really where most people create their music currently.
Yeah.
Except for mainstream, obviously, more underground people use BandLab because it's so easy to use. But, that's like experimenting is a lot of workarounds, which is something people don't really have like quote unquote time for, which is I guess why they're going
Yeah.
for more mainstream sounds. But, um, going on with that kind of same topic, what are the what sort of on the same topic, what are some of the common misconceptions or common debates on BandLab that you think is wrong or you would like to discuss or kind of just, bring up in general?
I don't have any specific complaints or dislikes about anybody's music on BandLab at all. I don't really listen to a lot of people. There are people who I guess just need to branch out. That's all I could really say. I mean, I don't have specific things I could tell anybody or complain about for other artists on BandLab. Just do your own thing. Don't try and be anybody else. Nobody really likes people who sound exactly the same as another artist because then they'll just be like, well, hey, I mean, Why would I want to listen to this guy? He sounds the same as the artist I already like. That'd just be a waste of time.
Fair, fair, fair. So, do you care to share any of your quote unquote success stories or just moments in your life where you think your life was at a like a peak or just succession, really?
I think my life is always at a peak because where I'm always at, I seem to be pretty happy.
Fair. Great mindset.
I've never had a dip in my life where I was like, oh fuck, I want to die. Oh my god, this is terrible. No, it's just I've had a I've it's just positive mindset. I always look for the positives in any situation, even if it's a shitty situation. So yeah, I guess I'm always at my mental peak. Maybe not musically because a lot of my shit gets slept on, but you know, I can be mentally at a peak.
Fair enough, fair enough. So, what is some of the most valuable lessons or life lessons, as most people call them, in fact, that you've learned through your musical career or just your personal life?
Don't get involved with the wrong people and don't be an asshole. Those are two key points I've taken from my life. Don't be an asshole. Don't get involved with the wrong people.
Okay,
And
okay.
don't online date.
Yes! Oh my god, that is such a big one. Holy shit, especially over Bandlab. God. I
Oh
know
my fucking
I
god.
know one person who was dated over Bandlab. Sadly that person was with me. I'm not gonna share that story currently, but it's been brought up in a couple of topics. Yes, online dating. Holy shit. There was
Don't do
one.
it.
Yeah, do not online date, whatever you do. There was one I well, there was one video in particular that I think is very popular, but because there's only one clip of it that's going around. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's the "I'm sorry and I apologize for me not giving a fuck." Um which is
I might know that. It sounds kind of familiar.
yeah, I watched the entire video. Basically, it was basically on the topic of online dating. Um, and it was funny as hell, but very true. It was like online dating. I don't know what the actual name of the video is. If I can find it, um, I will give you the I will try to get the name here. Let me
Alright.
see. I don't know if it's hold on. Wait. This is gonna be very awkward here. Okay. Yes. So it is called "Online Dating is a No No" by the Alamonte Films 9 years ago. Um, but yeah, it's basically just talking about online dating and Facebook and shit. But yeah, that online dating, holy shit, that was actually kind of a valuable life lesson. Yeah.
Very
Okay.
valuable life lesson.
Yeah, because you don't know if people because there's a lot of trolls on online. Holy shit. There
For
is
real.
because okay, I can speak for most of the gaming population when I've said we have at least tried to look for a girlfriend online. I'm sorry. We have all done it. And it's not just gaming either, it's just online, but
Yeah.
yeah, holy hell, man.
Mm,
Shit. So
um,
yeah, damn. Online dating.
yeah. Don't do it.
Yeah,
It's
do
not
not.
a modern day drug.
Yeah, yeah. Because I guess because it's not as good because you still get that feeling, but it's not like necessarily the best as if you were dating in real life. Well, technically, it's
Mhm.
still real life, but not physically. Um.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to kind of switch topics here, which I may bring up in the second episode. What do you think about online beef? Since we're kind of on this online thing currently.
Um, how fucking pointless that could be. Holy shit. Like I have beef with you. You're my fucking op. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I say stupid shit online. I fuck with people online and I mess with people, but they're typically my friends, and half the shit I say I don't mean. But then you got the groups of people who go on like who go on about it and they're like, "Hey man, you my op. You my op. I don't like you." You're like, I mean, obviously, that's just like I fuck with not
people
even
online,
close to
and I
what a lot
mess
of
with
people
people,
do.
but
Some
they're
people
typically my
genuinely
friends and half the shit I say I don't
dox
mean.
and
But then
fucking
you
make
got the
Oh
groups
shit!
of
Wait,
people
wait,
who
wait,
go
wait,
on
wait,
like
wait, 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 wait,
who
wait.
go on about it, and they're like, "That's good."
Sorry, some shit was overlapping for no reason at all. I am
Uh,
back. All right. Um, it may have echoed a little bit. Sorry for that. Some technical difficulties we're having here, but we are back. Um, all right. So, back into what you were saying because that shit just completely fucked up.
mhm. Yeah. So online beef, no, it's just so pointless. You'll never get anything out of it other than damn people that don't like you and fucking like hatred and shit. Like there's people I don't fuck with. There's people I don't like, and there's people that I would rather have not interacted with in the first place. But I'm not gonna go over into their comments, prance around, and tell them how bad of a person they are and shit, and like consistently harass them over it. It's just that's pathetic. You wouldn't want to do that to somebody. It's just so sad.
Yeah, because if you're online, okay, again, online beef, there's always on some platform, there's always some delete button, or there's always some block button or report button. Utilize it at
Yeah.
your best advantage. If you don't like the person who's talking shit, report them, block them, or delete the comment off of your page. It's not that hard. That's where
Mhm.
most people feed into it is they feel like they need to respond. Take it at
Mhm.
a face value, like take it at a face value perspective. If someone was to say some shit, and now a lot of people have anger issues, but if someone in real life, if someone was talking shit about your music, quote unquote, hypothetically, again, if someone was talking about your music, would you smack them, fight them about it, which is what most comments are? Hate comments is just fights, or would you just leave it alone and walk away? That's
I don't give a
really
fuck what people. I mean, I don't give a fuck about what people think about my music. I like my music. My friends like my music. People like my music. If there's, I mean, you can't let the bad outweigh the good. I mean, of course,
exactly
you're always gonna have haters. You're always gonna have people who are like, "Man, your music fucking sucks. I would rather listen to AC/DC and my Metallica records." But like, okay, go and do that.
right.
I mean, don't let anybody get you down. Don't let any opinion affect how you do your life, how you live your life, how you make your music and all that stuff. I mean, it's just opinions. And especially online or even in real life. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking go into the boxing ring because somebody told me they didn't like my music. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. Express it when you want. It doesn't affect me. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Because like even look at YouTube comments. Like people post YouTube comments, but that shit gets filled up with either more hate, which is expected. But let's take it, say fucking PewDiePie. Okay, we're gonna take this for an example. He has a bunch of hate comments, but he has more like supporting comments and good comments than bad out
Mm.
comments. Like it's like see it really depends which side of the scale you're on, but hate comments, this is online, people. Like, this is not going to be like something you should take seriously if someone is talking shit about you. This is online.
Mhm.
Half of the people who say shit online either assumes it or doesn't mean it at all. Like, okay,
Yeah.
let's say someone said you were fat, womp womp, cry about it, or you can just tell them to fuck off or block them or do something like and even if you're not fat and they assume that shit, they're either fucking with you and trying to get a rise out of you, or they just do it for their pleasure and your non-gain, I guess, is how I would
Mhm.
explain that. So it's not necessarily, again, it's,
People The thing is, people could rant about how bad of a terrible person you are all day just to get in your head. I mean, really.
yeah, exactly. Because again, this is online. You should not be worrying about what other people say, and even if someone says in real life, "Oh, your music's bad," I don't think you would walk up and punch him. I mean, because let's be realistic. If someone says that they are going to um fucking have people come to your house and shoot you,
Oh,
yeah,
escalation.
yeah, escalation. But we're just gonna take that as an example again. If someone says that, then 9 times out of 10, and nobody's gonna be coming knocking at your door except for the pizza man or the mailman. Okay, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so don't take everything serious online, and that's what a lot of people, especially I'll group it. Okay, because there's a lot
Mhm.
of pressed people on Bandlab, but that's a lot of what Bandlab people get is or don't get is that this is online. Not everybody means what they say, or not everybody is just trying to actually leave hate. They're just trying to fuck with you. Um,
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, I was laughing at something else. There was a.
now you're good.
Oh, sorry, I had to let that out. At this
What?
moment in time, my friend is fucking. He's messing with this guy who we used to troll, and this guy, trust me, he was a really bad guy. But I guess this is a perfect topic for the whole thing.
Yeah.
I had some online beef with this guy. I was one of those BandLab people.
Okay.
I was in there. Oh my god,
All
I've got
right. Fair enough.
experience.
All right. Yeah. I
But
think most people have
he
experience.
yeah, but this guy he was let's just say he had some weird kinks for Loud House characters, man.
A loud house care. Those
Yeah.
people are teenagers, except for the mom and dad. Who sings for the mom and dad for sleep? Loud house,
Baby, he was a fucking pedophile. But
dude.
yeah, we're fucking we're messing with him. We're making a
Oh
bunch of
god.
Roblox accounts because he's online right now. We're making a bunch of
Oh
Roblox
no.
accounts following him, and the account names are
Oh
like insulting him. They're like, "Cole, we really miss you. Please don't do it again. Cole, come back." Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That's actually kind of funny, dude. Loud house characters. Okay, so we're gonna switch to a whole different topic here, but about that thing that you were just saying. Just is all I have to say. But Loud House characters. What the hell could you possibly like about
Yeah.
Loud House characters, dude? She was made back in 2010, older than me.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Loud House characters, dude, bro, bro. Okay, listen. Okay, it's gonna be very weird to say. I've had a friend that had what's that girl's name from Dragon Slayer or Demon Slayer? Sorry, not Dragon Slayer. Damn. What's that one girl's name from
Kaito.
Demon Slayer?
I have no idea.
Dude, it's. But anyway, someone simped over her. She's like 8 in the show. I swear to God, she's like
Yeah.
8 years old in the show. Um.
I want to fuck with him. I'm gonna put a weird character in the name so he can't ban me. But yeah,
Oh
keep
God.
going.
Yeah, bro. I had a friend a couple years ago that literally simped for the girl in Demon Slayer. She is
Mhm.
8 years old. Motherfuckers be
Yeah.
crazy. Hold on.
Damn, motherfuckers do be crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah, fucking simping over Nezuko. Nezuko, that's the name. Nezuko
Oh,
from Demon
Nezuko.
Slayer.
Okay.
Yeah, Nezuko from Demon Slayer. Actually, no, she's 12. I just looked it up because I had to do a quick check real quick. No, she's 12. And 14 by episode
Well,
3. She is 12, dude.
yo.
She is
Oh my
12.
god.
She said she was 12.
Oh my.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
She,
She
she's
said
only 12.
12 enough is good for me, head ass.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sorry I had to do it. But, yeah, like, fucking simping for. Okay, I'm sorry. Simping for anime characters that are underage is crazy. Okay.
Oh shit.
Like, I get hentai, okay, but, like, not, um, not. What? What I
Oh,
said?
that is what you said. It made me laugh.
Yeah, yeah, like I get hentai, okay, but like not simping for underage
Oh,
anime
sorry. I didn't listen
characters.
to that. Whoops.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, dude, people be crazy online. Um, hell, man, we went through a lot of topics in like what 25 minutes here.
Yeah.
Shit. Um, honestly, I'm out of topics. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shit.
Uh,
This has been good, man. This has been good so far.
this
What?
is
Oh, the.
what's going on? Please,
So,
oh, please.
this, okay. Anyway,
Sorry,
so
keep going. I'm
now
sorry.
you're good. You're good. You're good, man. So, um, I'm probably gonna say this to the next person in the next episode. Just because. But what advice would you give to people who are just trying to start music, or people who are experimenting, or just doing music in general but they don't know a way to go at it? Like, what advice would you give to any artists, really?
Mm, okay. Well, what really fucking set me into music is make covers. Make covers of songs. Try to make them accurate, but make covers. Pick up on things. Try and pick up on what you hear in that song. Try to replicate it and try to make it similar to the original, but in a different style. And I feel like doing that over time, you kind of figure out how to mix, you figure out sounds, you figure out tones and stuff like that. Learn how to cover songs like really well. And I feel like once you do that, like obviously try making your own music while you're
Yeah,
making the covers, but make covers and try and just see where that goes.
yeah, because I mean, covers is a great way to start. That's like how I started, actually. Uh, I
Same.
mean, they were ass, but as it goes to show, I mean, it's not a bad way to start, and it's actually one of the best ways to start, because you, like, if you're doing rap music, you can cover a rap song and you can get lyrical talent. That's really what I did. Is I just kind of, or I just listened to songs and I had the lyrics up on my phone and I just like rapped them, but I was also looking at the words, so it would kind of give me more of a, like, a lyrical, I guess, advantage. I don't know really how to explain that, but it gives you more like of what to talk about in your songs. And songs are not always about drug money and bitches. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go at it like that. It's not always about
I love me
like,
some bitches.
it's okay. Motherfucker,
Yeah.
motherfuckers be out saying like, I'm a fucker, dude. Don't play, I'm playing, I'm playing, I'm playing. That was just from my that was from my Instagram reel that I saw a while back. Yeah, dude. You wanna know the funny thing though? It sounded like you, and I do not know why. When I heard it for the first time, we're going so off topic here, but when I heard that reel for the first time, I on God 100% thought it was you. Hold on, let me see if I can find it here. I don't know if it's gonna play here. Hold on. It's like some stupid.
Want to know why I'm so happy signing up? Because I just fucked the dude.
Yeah, hold on. Here, this is him.
Ever just be like chilling in the rain? You know what I mean? And just want to fuck a dude? Because you know what I mean? That's such swag.
Like,
What you
there's,
talking about? Look, you ever just be chilling in the rain and you're like, man, I just want to fuck a dude? Because, man,
yeah,
that's swag.
yeah,
Fuck
bro,
that.
bro, this guy. Yeah, that's what I originally thought, is that was you for no reason at all, because you always joke about that shit, and that is the first thing that came to mind when I completely watched that thing. But, um, we have been over hella topics. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Um, yeah. So going kind of off the rails of the music side, and more about you. Again, if it's not too personal, can you like give us like the like environment you grew up? If you're comfortable with that, obviously.
Yeah, so, guess the environment I grew up in was very, I say it wasn't exactly the best until I was about 9 or 10. It was good, but it had more flaws than it really I imagined it would. You know, you imagine it would at that time. But yeah. And then after I was 10, it was kind of slow, just mellow and pretty easy. And then in 2021, I mean, I lost my father. He passed away, and I
R.I.P.
mean, after that, I guess yeah, rest in peace. But after that, everything was. thrown at me at once. I said that really country. Everything, but
Yeah. Anyway.
everything was kind of, it was all laid on me at once, and I guess a lot of music I made came out of that though. Like that whole event happening changed me, made me stronger, and it made way for a lot of emotions to be expressed musically, and doing that is just the best way to express your emotions through a song. It's very healing. So I guess
Yeah.
I've been good. I mean, it's been a good life ever since then.
Okay, okay, fair enough. So, you said that your life up until you were like 10 was kind of like not the best and it had some flaws. If again, this is all if you're comfortable with it. Do you mind kind of like explaining like what happened?
Um, it's
Again,
too
you don't
much
have
to
to.
explain.
All right,
No,
fair
I
enough.
get it, but there's just way too much to explain. If I went through it all, this thing could go on for like maybe 30 extra minutes. I mean, there's a lot of shit that happened.
All
I
right,
mean, it happened. But I
yeah.
kept going.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. So, yeah, all right, fair enough. So,
Mhm.
what do you? I'm winging it here because I don't really know what I'm saying here, but um, if you had a chance to collab with any artist, just any artist throughout anywhere, if you just had a chance to, hypothetically, of course, but if you had a chance to, what artist would you collab with and make a song with or whatever, and why?
Um, well, I don't really think Pink Floyd, Pink Floyd, or David
Pink
Gilmour,
Floyd.
and that's only because they are probably the only reason I am so good at playing guitar right now. Learning David Gilmour guitar lines on guitar, it just opened me to a completely new world of music and tone and technique. So yeah, I would love to sing a song with David Gilmour.
David Gilmour, huh? Alright, fair enough. Alright. Um, so, and this is a very common question amongst a lot of people, actually. But if you had one thing, and it's gonna be very deep, but a deep question, and you don't have to make it, but if you had one thing to go back in time and tell your child self, um, if you had just one thing to say and go back in time, like I said, what would you say to your child self? Obviously,
Nothing. I don't have
nothing.
anything I'd like to change. I'm
Fair enough.
everything that happened. I think everything that happens for a reason, and I stand by that. Everything that's happened so far has, I mean, I'm okay with it. I let it happen. I'm not going to try and interfere with anything that's happened because it's all played out fine enough. I'm happy with it. I don't have anything to change.
Fair enough. All right, fair enough. Yeah, because there's been a lot of people that I've talked to that's had really complicated answers, and I think that's the more honest one and truthful one is what you just said because everything happens for a reason. Um, fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's we went over hella topics there. I'm not gonna lie. We went
Yeah.
from your life to a lot of music stuff to life again. All right. Well, it has been 34 minutes and I think we're going to stop here. So, this has been the first episode of Divine Fire episodes. This has been Eternal Fire God and Lake and we are off the air.